Bonjour, Sagittarius. How are you? It's MJ. I'm getting through the weekly intuitive tarot readings, and I'm probably going to finish at Sagittarius today and work through the rest of the readings for tomorrow, for the week ahead. We're going into the second week of July, 2019. In paradigm shift world, we live beyond time. So these readings don't have to be time specific, you guys. Whenever you happen to find them in your reality, and if it resonates, if it feels good, like loving guidance, then you can take it. It's meant for you. Sagittarius, what's the highest and most divine guidance for the Sagittarians that find their way to this video? For the All to Love community, for paradigm shift movement, for greater love and compassion and abundance in our lives, greater love, integrity, and that we open up and really feel and see and allow our highest manifestation to come through. Wow. Yeah. So we're definitely moving to a stronger foundation, the up level. Hello, Shaw. This is sort of for you, I guess. Like this was coming out via you asking for Sagittarius, really. So yeah, moving toward a stronger foundation in love and community, which, you know, I would say we know that's what we're doing for ourselves. And the cards are very much asking for strength. Hello, asking for strength. Okay. Mainly because of what's gone on. It's the 10 of Wands, so mega carrying the burden, right? Of course, we know we can always put the burden down. There's something as well around this energy where I'm like, this is not a type of energy to beat ourselves up with either. It's par for the course sometimes, you know? It's like we all have that, the enslavement wound, the like, I'm not enough. And so I have to like work my arse off nonstop just to get ahead. What's nice about that though is that we are beginning to overcome it. We're not out of it. We're not out the gate completely. We're rising out of conflict, rising out of it. But there's still a central theme here of conflict and burden, feeling burdened by life, feeling like we're in the conflict. So that the cards are asking to call on your strength. Yeah. Oh, my stars, that is my card. I feel a bit of emotion. So then that's Queen of Wands. There's like this funny conflict that I'm feeling with the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands. I'm hearing this King of Swords wants to cut her down. Crawling out of the mud, right? Swirt. I hear you, sweet. So whatever this is a masculine energy and or just a really distorted mental energy, possibly like a manipulative mental energy, and I feel like this energy is trying to like cut this down, like rip it down, like you ain't ever, like this is nasty, basically, whatever's going on here. And because this is the Ultra Love community, I got to say, like, stand your ground. stay in your embodiment. This is some bullshit. I say this is deflect. This is like flick it off and walk away. For in just this context, in the here and now, I would say this Queen of Wand matriarch has more power because she's upright. So she's in her power. She's in her integrity. The King of Swords energy is not. The King of Swords energy is lying. He's doing dodgy deals. He's going round her back trying to fucking. Hence, if, in truth, if this is resonating and this is some of the shitty energy around you, no wonder, no effing wonder. Find your strength, stand on that throne, and don't you dare come off of it until you do this out. Now, because the cards are symbolizing as well that you're putting this to the side, especially because the five of swords, like the battle, it's won and it's in the reverse. So I feel like this is energy you're coming out of, that you're on top of now, and that you're probably going, yep, I've cut that shithead out, or yeah, I walked away from that battle 3 months ago, 3 years ago. The carrying the burden, though, is still with us, and so perhaps that is symbolic of carrying the residue burden of your past projections, right? Carrying the residue burden of a manipulative king, male authority figure, carrying the burden of all of your past battles that have been won and lost, right? And then ultimately, like so many of us here, I would say Shah included, right? Yes, I just got that out of the energy. Brilliant. Nice affirmation, Shah. I always want to say Alpha. I'm like, I know you. So yeah, and then this is the overarching message and theme for so many of us, is that we are moving to, even though it might still feel incredibly unstable, we are actually stabilizing. We're actually putting stronger, more harmonious, more balanced energy into our foundations, because that's what we're being asked to create from our queen status. Because I think she feels quite queen-like as well, but almost like a queen of the jungle with her lion friend, right? Like she's got the infinity here. She's basically like an infinite creator. There's just like there's sort of a divine feminine energy, I would say. Even though it's a king of the jungle, her energy is matriarchal and loving. So it's like your deep, profound sense of love and nurturing, your deep, profound connection to the earth is actually what's giving you strength, and strength in your infinity self, which is strength in the regenesis, exactly, seeing the balance of the masculine and feminine aspect of the self, hence not carrying the burden of that masculine imprint of how hard we're supposed to work, and then ultimately empowering the truth of the feminine and her power, her balance, and not at all giving any energy to that bullshit patriarchy, that bullshit distorted masculine energy, which we've all exhibited signs of, and realized that this is really messed up, and that we've been working quite diligently to establish these stronger foundations, which I feel many of us have been actually laying down over the last months and years. Yeah. And that we're now finally, we're now beginning to overcome all this. Again, we're overcoming this. We're overcoming this. It's, I kind of want to say it's getting to that point of being behind us now. Shing! We're just going to embody that. Let's get just some Osho cards for some like spiritual love heart vibrashe. I don't know. Whatevs. We've had this before, and I totally res with this. I totally res with this with Shah as well. We are the world. We are the children. So we know all of this. We are just here to remind each other that we are this. Some emotion. I just feel like there's such powerful shifts happening in the collective, and it's making me like feel so blessed and peaceful. And I feel so lucky to have you all as my friends. Like I feel so lucky there's other like love high vibrations out there being like, we can heal the world together with love. So all of my Saggies, I love you. I have such a resonant sister. Sages are sisters, sister zodiacs, aren't we? Is that right? I think it is. Are you Mr. Grumpy today? Be the mood. Are Elliot? Are you embodying the King of Swords reverse today? Fuck all y'all. That's okay. We are all aspects of the one self, and so at least you're allowed to be grumpy here. You're like, you need to turn those grumpies essay on and be positive. No, no, be grumpy. You're good. So, yeah, Shaw, brilliant. Um, taking back your power. Mega thanks for you. We're saving our own lives. Hells to the my friends. And I think so much of like these interpretations, I feel we can all relate. You know, in some ways we can kind of interpret and relate. So, yay! We got you. I got you. And really, really looking forward. I feel as though yeah, I'm gonna. It's 5:30 in the morning, and I'm like, oh gosh, I've been working for 4 hours. Anywho, you guys, I appreciate you. Wishing you a glorious day. And if it resonated, feel free to book a reading, you guys. I love doing these readings. They're super duper fun. And in all honesty, so far so good. Every single reading I've done has had a positive feedback, and people are receiving, and I'm receiving, and it's just like, thank God. It's been quite the journey. I love you guys. Have an awesome day. I'll see you soon. Peace out.